Okay. Oh, sorry. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me, as always. I appreciate you being here. Let me just open this real quick. There we are. So, we're continuing with Legend of Dragoon, as you might have noticed. But something less obvious is the currently filling the screen overlay. I know it is in fact entirely obvious, but I thought it was funny to say it wasn't. I just created this. I'm hoping it will look nice and not be too busy, and also that the incorporation of chat will not be too annoying. Well, hello, Doug. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you? Wahaha, indeed. Sorry, I just forgot to bring up the Stardust list. I'm getting that ready too. 29, 30... There we go, the Queen Fury. Can you hear me alright, Doug? How you doing? Everything okay? Yes, setup changed. How do you like it? Is it nice? Can you see everything? Is it legible? I just started doing this today. I'm doing alright, thanks. I spent like 6 hours on this yesterday, so I'm hoping it looks good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And the text is alright to read too on the screen. Like, for me, this seemed to be a good size for the text, for the chat box, but I haven't been able to run it by other people yet. I'm hoping it's big enough to be legible. I appreciate you being able to stop by, even if it's just to give feedback on it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Doug. I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear you're doing great, too. What's been going on with the, with everything with you? Still having fun with friends? Are you on break from school yet? Is school going alright for that matter? I was reading some Ranma 1/2 when I saw you were streaming. Well, thank you for taking a break from your manga reading. I appreciate it. Oh. How is Ranma 1/2, by the way? I've never read it. I think, as far as I know, the main character changes between being a dude and a chick at various points. I think it's when he sneezes, I'm not sure. But, awesome! I'm glad to hear that's going well for you. Hopefully no more failed classes, or almost failed classes. I think last time you were in, you said social wasn't so good. It's very funny and cool, and you like Ranma's dad. Alright, that's cool. Oh no, ads! Oh no! Too quick. You're a little too quick. Danged. Hey, till they're done. Thank you for letting me know. Unfortunately, this 3 minutes per hour is the best way to do it, so you don't have to get ads in between. Or pre-rolls. In between. There we go. I have said this before, but I'm saying it again just in case. I kind of hate having to run ads. This really is just the best way to do it. I'm always terrified that someone will come in at just the wrong time and they'll get 3 minutes of ads and it'll be like, whoa, I have to sit through 3 minutes of pre-roll? What is this greedy bastard doing? And it's like, I'm not, I promise. It's the only way. I gotta manage ads as best I can, I'm sorry. I did kind of miss what happened just now, so I will have to go and rewatch that on stream later. But, let's see, many things have happened. I still have to give Shauna a silly voice. I don't know what to give her. Oh, wait, no, I was giving her the, the Game Grumps female voice. Just for fun. I might do that again. Let's see here. Another 3 seconds. Hopefully ads are done soon. There we go. Are we back? Can you hear me again, Doug? We're all good? Hopefully. Hopefully indeed. Yay! Okay. Doug, I don't know if you've been here since I've been playing this game much, but I have given all of the characters silly accents. And I hope you find them humorous. Because my throat is not doing too awful today, I will be doing them. But they are awful, so I apologize in advance. Oh, it's more than just the Irish dude now. So, there's Albert, the Irish fellow. I think Irish, might be Scottish. I'm not sure what the accent is. Making fun of the owl conductor from A Hat in Time. There's Rose, who is a lethargic Mexican. There's Haschel, who is Master Roshi. There's Dart, who's a surfer dude. Kongol is going to be a Russian. Meru is a valley girl. And Shauna is going to be generic girl voice because I can. I haven't had a generic girl voice yet, so that's what she's getting. Many things have happened. I was put in jail, and Dart came to rescue me. We were with Lavitz, and now we are here pursuing Lloyd. There are so many things I don't understand. The moon that never sets, the voice of Virage. I wish I could fly like you guys. Yeah, but you have a Dragoon transformation. You literally have wings. But it doesn't take me anywhere. Dart will laugh at me. Dart, I wonder where he went. Oh, we actually get to control Shauna for a while. Okay. The teen accent with the intense vocal fry. Do you mean like this? I don't hear people talking like this very often. And it seems kind of close to the Valley Girl. Let me find Mara. You can hear the Valley Girl accent that I want to give her. Like Prajat. Yeah, but I don't want that to overlap with Meru. Let me see if I can find her, and if I can get her to say something, I'll do the Valley Girl accent for you. I think you'll get a kick out of that one. I just don't want them to overlap, because that would be silly. Here she is. Is she sleeping? There we go. What are you doing in here? Like, I'm just bored. You know what? Let's have a pillow fight. Sorry, I'm a little busy now. You're boring. There, that's Meru. That's the Valley Girl accent she gets. See what I mean about how it would overlap a little bit with the teenage vocal fry? I'm not really sure how to do that one effectively. She's your favorite? Good, good. Well, I'm glad you have a favorite so far. Kayla, bring the parts. Aye, aye, sir. Uh-oh. Sorry, Miss Shauna. If I really want to find some of the others so you can get a good feel for them. I replaced the parts! Your stomach hurts so bad. I'm hoping that's in a good way from laughing at the stupid accent and not just because you're not feeling well. But please do clarify if you need to. Cause I am sad if you are feeling bad and your stomach hurts. That's not a fun way to be. Ah, you got cramps and laugh too much. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate but understandable. And I'm glad you at least had a giggle about it. I want to find some of the other characters so you can see their stupid accents too. Because I think I have found some funny character archetypes for them. Oh, here's Albert. Have you seen Dart? No, I thought you were with him. No? What are you doing, Albert? When you listen to the sound of waves, you feel like the world is breathing. It's very comfortable, so I closed my eyes. You're a poet. No, I'm Irish. I'm Scottish. I'll look somewhere else. That's a pretty nice room for a ship. Uh-oh. Oh, Miss Shauna, when I finish cleaning, can we have a cup of tea? Can you get out my way? What else we got? Let's try going up. I want to find Kongol. Kongol's going to be fun. Somebody else recommended a different accent for him than what I have in mind, but I can't remember what that accent was. So we're just going to... Oh, there's Haschel. Here is Master Roshi Haschel. Haschel? He's contemplating. I shouldn't disturb him. Well, damn it, I couldn't do... Go away. Can't you see I'm contemplating? Do you know how Master Roshi laughs? He goes Kamehameha. There you are, Dart. Haha, I found him. Hi, Dart. Dart? When humans go to sea, there's a lot to think about. That's the most awesome accent I've heard ever. Well, I'm glad you like it. Good, good. Friendship, love, life, and romance. Probably Dart's heart is wandering in the Mother Ocean. Such a scary face. He must be thinking about the black monster. Oh, Shauna, is something wrong? I have been thinking too, about the past and the future, and about you and me. You and me? Eventually our journey will end. Yeah, eventually, but I wonder where we'll be. I guess he gets a little bit of vocal fry too. Well, he was supposed to be a surfer dude, but he turned more into Snake. That's so uncool, dude. I want to be next to you, Dart. But nobody knows about the future. Love and sailing are alike. If you don't swim against the waves and just enjoy it, you will overcome it. Ooh la la, romance indeed. Thinking alone is sometimes good, but sometimes when you listen to others, your way will open up. Commander Puller! Doo 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 doo! The Black Monster, I still don't know anything about it. Maybe Rose might know something about it. I guess now it's my turn to go wander the ship. Climbing the ladder, climbing the ladder. I don't have much to do but climbing the ladder. Oh, hey, I actually found her. Cool. That's helpful. I didn't think she'd be up here. Here you are, Rose. Move up. Oh, that's right. I need to look for Stardust, too. Ah! Who farted at me? Where are my Stardust? To the right behind the pipe outside the cabin. Oh, dang it. I missed one down there. Okay. I'll get it in a second. Anyway. You'll get to hear Rose's Mexican accent now. You couldn't hold it. Here you are.
May I help you?
It's about the Black Monster. I thought you might know something about it, Rose.
That's right. You are traveling just for that. Unfortunately, I have nothing to tell you.
Oh.
What are you going to do when you catch the Black Monster? What are you going to do with him?
Son, I'm crying.
Kill him to avenge your parents? That'll satisfy your feelings?
Revenge does not generate anything. That's what I learned from Lavitz. To tell you the truth, I don't know what I'm going to do, or even what I want to do when I face the Black Monster. I just want to know what he is.
I see. Well, I can tell you one thing. Do you know what the source of the power of dragoons? War is not in human nature. Humans fight by making themselves enter insanity. It is the same for revenge. This is a tool to amplify the insanity, and this insanity is the source of the power of dragoons, the same as Chile, the Dragon Knight.
I didn't know that.
Someday, something will happen, and if you cannot chasten your insanity, I wonder if you will be able to endure it, given the size of your spirit. Sorry, it was just nonsense.
It's okay. When I finish with Lloyd, I'll go on my journey to pursue the Black Monster. When I face him, I'll find my own answer to that. Why is this getting, like, so deep, bro? Because it's meant to be a serious RPG that I'm making silly with my voices?
Mine is not a journey. I'll take a walk for a change.
Oh, okay. I guess we gotta move too. So philosophical indeed. Oh, I didn't mean to get off the ladder. I wanted to go down. One, please. Thank you. Philosophical. You're very close either way. It's P-H-I. P-H-I-L-O-O-S I philosophical. I gotta spell it out. Spelling it verbally is kind of a pain in the butt. I'm losing my mind. Oops. Philosophical. There we go. Philosophical. You were very close. Alright, let's see. Found next to Congo in the wheelbarrow inside the engine room. What? There's a wheelbarrow? Oh, well. I'll figure it out. How was your weekend, by the way, Doug? No, there's a cheese barrel. I'll talk to Haschel after. I want to go... Actually, no, I want to do the Haschel voice, so...
Aren't you thinking about something?
Oh, Rose! Do you want to talk about your love?
I was just walking around and happened to be here.
Can I ask you one thing?
Sure.
Why are you with us? I heard that in the beginning it was Dodge Dragoon spirit. It seems that's not all.
I guess.
Your weekend was great. I slept over at my girlfriend's house yesterday. Cool. I'm glad you had a good time. Hopefully you actually got to stay in the house this time and you didn't have to spend the night in a car. I'm still impressed it was warm enough you could do that when you went to see movies before.
Maybe this journey is just a little break for me.
You watched Emesis Blue. I have never heard of Emesis Blue. What's that about? Break, Well, everybody has different objectives on the journey. I want to find pretty ladies. But you look like you're rushing yourself to death with your life being run by something. TF2 horror movie? Like Team Fortress 2? I don't know what TF2 stands for. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I absolutely will not look it up knowing it's a horror movie, but I appreciate you telling me about it.
It's none of your business.
It might sound weird, but it's the best thing ever. Cool. I guess I was involved too much. I cannot make judgments about other people. Who do we get to control now? Oh, Haschel's home village 25 years ago. Clear! Your steps during the attack are slow. Take more precise, faster steps. I cannot take this seriously. The Mexican accent is making my ribs hurt. Perfect! That it's doing its job. Yes, father. You idiot! During the training, don't think of me as your father. Call me master. I'm sorry, master. Yes, Claire is supposed to be a girl, by the way. Claire, you, my daughter, were the only heir to our ancestral rogue school martial art. Yeah. Here. Claire, you cannot take over the rogue school with such pathetic skills. Da! You implanted a murderous intention in your fish, didn't you? Oh, Lotta, what's wrong? Lotta, what's wrong? Oh, Lotta, you in a lot of pain? Because it was hilarious? Get out of my sight! Lotta, get out of my sight! That was a good pun. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I shouted out of anger. I was just running away from the pain that we have to overcome together, as a master and as a father. It's been 20 years since I left the village pursuing Claire, but what I found was only my immaturity. As time goes by, I forget the objectives of my journey. But Dot and the others gave me a new one. I think what I'm going through now is a journey to support the passion of young Dot and his friends. Oops, I've become too mushy. I gotta lay off the donuts. Well, maybe I'll go tease Congo. I hope he's not knocked out with seasickness.
Also, I just realized, but I meant to say boyfriend's house. My autocorrect is freaky as fuck. Now, just for clarity's sake, Doug, you have used these terms before. Do you mean boyfriend as in someone you are in a relationship with? Or boyfriend as in a friend who is also a boy? Because last time you said that about your girlfriend too, but you meant friend that is girl. Oh, cool. Well, congratulations. I didn't know you had found yourself a boyfriend as well, but hopefully everything is going well. It's nice to hear that things have changed so drastically for you now that you're in a better place. I imagine moving is always a major pain in the butt, at least it always was for me, but I'm glad things are working out well for you. It's always nice to hear you're doing well. Where was that Stardust? Next to Congo, so I'll have to find Congo, but also outside the cabin where Albert's found. Over here? There we go, there's one. You don't have to tell me about the relationship if you don't want to, but I am curious. How long has this been a thing? You haven't been able to stop by in a while, so I was curious. I'm too poor to use the ooh sound, so imagine I used it. Okay. I will not do an impression of the ooh sound, but I will believe that you tried it. Also, there's a very easy way to fix that. You just gotta come hang out more. I can't give out points, okay? There is no option for me to give those points out. You just gotta, be here. That's all I can do. I'm sorry. I tried. Nope. Gotta get rid of that. One moment, please. Goodbye, Mr. Bot. So long and thanks for all the fish. Ooh, engine room, good. Here you are, Congo. And there should be a Stardust in the barrel. That's what I'm looking for here. Next to Congo in the wheelbarrow. So, here? Got it. Perfect. Alright. New voice. What are you doing alone? Since January. Oh, cool. Well, good job. I'm happy for you, Doug. I hope everything's going well. Congo always alone. You're not now. Friends, Congo still don't know. Congo is here to see if you become leader instead of Emperor Dole. Dole? It was your objective for the journey, wasn't it? Then why don't you talk to Albert? He might know something about Dole's story from the past. Gonna go eat though. I'll be back soon. Alright, well, I hope to see you soon. Enjoy your food. I got myself an air fryer recently. It's amazing. King of Human. Congo goes skipping through field of flowers on ship. La-di-da-di-da. Albert was back here. I had no idea I'd be playing Chase the Rabbit down the holes of the ship. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Thankfully, we're not actually having to do that quite yet. Human King Albert. Congo wants to talk. What is friends?
Dart said Congo friend. Congo don't know. What is friend? My Uncle Dole was your friend, wasn't he? No, I fight for Emperor Dole to make a world where all the species equal. Maybe we can put it this way. Maybe friends are the people who walk the same road, and the same road is the friends we made along the way. People who walk together, but not led by somebody who share happiness and pain. That is friends? Yes. Aye, that's us now. Although we have different objectives, we're walking side by side. Congo, you're already walking on the same road as us. Congo is very confused. This is too many American words.
Boring! Like, anybody want to hang out with me?
It's thanks to those girls I can... It's thanks to those girls I can continue to walk on this road. I almost gave him a Russian-Irish accent, or Russian-Scottish accent. That would have been interesting. Now, I'm going to socialize with my friends too. I guess I have to go talk to Miru, which I think she's back here. I don't know why I'm giving my narration voice to the character I'm playing too. You're having fun as always. She throws crap at him. That's hilarious. I gotcha! Like, big success. Ow, my butt hurts. This bunk bed was not meant to be jumped on. That's an awful welcome. Hey Al, you're like a bit too squarish. You gotta be cool like Dart. Are you mad now? No, but I have a question. Like, okay, wow, the exciting question time? Miru, when you joined us, you said there's still something I can help with. Is that true? Let me see. I don't know why, but I really feel that way. It's true. But I don't know what it is. You're not just kidding, it seems. Our journey is a dangerous one. We will not be able to succeed if we take a lackadaisical attitude towards it. Therefore, I wanted to make sure one more time. I don't want to see anybody else dying. Now, please excuse me. On my ship? Whatever, the king became too serious. Now's my big chance to hang out with Dart. Woo! I think I have to go this way for it. Here we go. And I think he was up here. I think. There he is. Aha! Dart spotted! Thinking about something? I know! Who do you think it is? I doubt it, but Congo? I doubt it, but Congo? Like, yes, Congo don't speak with forked tongue. She kicks him. I don't think so. I knew it was you, Miru. Well, like, I have great news for someone who looks totally bored. Why don't you come with me on an adventure on the ship? I've already seen a lot. Hey, you were thinking about Shauna, weren't you? If she sees you walking with a pretty girl like me, she would get mad, wouldn't she? Shauna doesn't get mad about those things. What's with this adventure suddenly? Like, well, there's something totally bothering me. Don't you think Rose is strange? She is strange, but I don't think she's as strange as you. I'm not talking about that strange. I think she has something she hasn't told us. Or like she's been involved in something shady, or... Have you told us everything about you, Meru? I'm the exception. Well, hello, Nat. Earlier streamed it. I don't think so. This is the usual time, Nat. This is absolutely the usual time. I start 50 minutes ago, like every day. That's a preview projector open. There we go. No, I always start at 11, my time. Oh, Nat, you know what happened? We had a time change here. That's what happened. We had a time change. I forgot about that. I just go by the clocks. I didn't even know what happened. All the clocks change automatically. Yeah. Are you not going to have a time change this year, Nat? I don't know if that's still the thing where you are. That's why I'm asking. I may have to adjust the time I'm on if it's a pain in the ass for you. Yours isn't up yet. Okay. That would actually be very helpful, because this time change baloney is very frustrating. I completely forgot. My mom even texted me about it the other day, and it totally slipped my mind. Don't talk bad about your friends. Everyone has something that they need to hide. Starts only on the 29th. Which is... Oh, that's like 3 weeks away. You know what? I suppose to make it easier for you, I can start an hour later. That's not a problem for me. I'll start an hour later from now on until the 29th. And then you just let me know when the time change happens again, and I'll switch back. That will actually be very helpful. Thank you for reminding me of that. Of course I worry. Nat, you and hubby are consistent friends. I like to make sure that I have things roll as smoothly for you guys as I can. But you only get to deal with half the stream, and that's okay. Also, hopefully the new overlay is working well for you. Now that you're actually getting to use it, I hope that it's still not looking too bad. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I actually don't need to have my third-party app running on the top of the screen now. I can actually read chat at the same time, which is really nice. Sorry. I don't mean to talk bad about Rose, but she's cold to me, so somehow... I'm not even free yet. Late day today again. Kiddo is showering now, and we still need to have dinner. Well, fair enough. I appreciate you stopping by regardless, Nat. No matter what time you can give me to be here, I appreciate your company. So if you can come back later, awesome, and if not, that's fine too. Just know I appreciate you. Just stopped because I saw you started early. I didn't start early, the world started early. Fair enough. Then you want to change your pace with an adventure? Getting thrown off here. Hold on. That's my dart. You're totally cool. Come on, now departing on Meru's expedition. Meru's expedition, huh? Okay, I will catch you later, Nat. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you reminding me of the time change happening too. Bye for now. Man, that 100% slipped my mind. I am super grateful she came in to tell me about that. No wonder it felt like I got a little bit less sleep than usual. We lost an hour. But I woke up and I was like, man, I gotta get ready for stream. It's in like 30 minutes. Turns out I actually woke up on time. Okay. I'm gonna save real quick. Because I'm pretty sure we have to get Mirror's Dragoon Spirit soon by fighting the Leviathan. Oh, I saved over my save file on land, which is not good. Because there's nothing to fight here, which means if we're not strong enough, I might be kind of screwed. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We will do our best. Actually, I think I did need to go that way. That's the way towards the engine room. And I'm pretty sure that's where we need to go. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Kayla, bring the parts! Again. Oops, sorry Mr. Dart and Miss Meru. It's cool they actually included different dialogue for every character combination, it looks like. I replaced the parts! Alright, thank you. I feel it. Something really amazing will happen. I feel it. What's this? This is driving the ship. What is the mechanism? Steam. The flame is blazing. This is the heart of the ship. There we go. If we continue at full power, the engine furnace won't last. Haven't we found the Wingly yet? No, we have not. And there's nothing you can do about it. How dare you? Since nobody's here to chat right now, I'm going to mention I'm kind of self-conscious about the logo on the flag. The way that I altered it in GIMP, it's just kind of overlaid, which inverted the color scheme. Which is kind of cool, because honestly I had no idea that it would invert to be blue and gold instead of the gold and blue that it usually is. But I'm kind of self-conscious about it, because it's not what I'm used to looking at there. I still think it turned out cool, though. Where are we going? I don't know where I need to take Meru. Let's maybe go up to the top of the mast. Say, how about having a julienne vegetable match with me? I guess let's see the description of the game. The person who juliennes the most vegetables within the time limit wins. If the number of veggies is the same, the person with more chopping wins. I place down a variety of vegetables. Please make a selection by pressing the X button. Please continue to press the X button until you chop once for green spinach, 3 times for red carrots, 5 times for white radishes, 7 times for a big cabbage. Until I place a vegetable, please do not press the X button. I'll stop my hand because it's dangerous. Unless you win, the number of choppings will not remain as the best score. And unless you save it, it won't be stored. That's all I can tell you. What are you going to do? Sure, why not? It's something to do. Let's do Meru. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm totally awesome at anything. Oh, you want to play with me? The Vegetable Julienne contest? It's my passion. And by that, I mean it saves me work. Please wait while I get ready. Like, realistically, how smart is this? You get other people to do this for you? Ready? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. I think I won. Holy crap, this is a long minigame. I say I won, but really... For 60 seconds, this is pretty ridiculous. Also, some of these things are pretty nondescript, but I guess that's the problem when you've got like 4 pixels on screen at any given time. Or not pixels, polygons. Woohoo! I did it! I did it! I have no idea if there's a point to having done that, but we did it. Oh no, Ms. Meru won! How awful! Now we have more vegetables for dinner. Oh, it's a record for chopping. It's a record for number of veggies. No, I don't want to do that again. I got 1 gold for helping. Wow. Literally halved his workload and got 1 gold. My goodness, what a cheapskate. Okay, let's try and go up on the mast. I think that might be a good idea. Because there's like a halfway up the mast point that I got off with Rose on, and I would imagine that's the goal now. I truly don't remember. I'm just exploring. There's not that many places on the ship. Eventually we're going to find the right spot. Get off the ladder. I have the best eye on this ship. I never miss anything, whether it's a small boat or a flying woman. Well, hello, Tundra. Thank you for joining. How you doing today? I hope you were not thrown off by the time change as well, because apparently I was. Noobnat joined in a little while ago and reminded me that I started an hour earlier than usual, which I didn't think I had, except time change is what threw me off. Okay. That was not what I wanted to do. No! Back up. But how are you doing today? I hope you're well. So nice to see you, as always. And don't worry about it if you're busy tending to the kiddos or to real life stuff. I appreciate your presence regardless. Don't play a prank on her. She doesn't understand jokes. Just briefly, when I walked through the kitchen and noticed the stove and microwave times did not match my phone and watch. Yeah, see, I have old appliances, so my stove and my microwave both don't have the right numbers. Like, some of the numbers are burnt out on them, so I can't trust them anymore. I don't look at them. And then I start my stream on time for me, and Nat comes in like, yeah, our time change doesn't happen until the 29th. So apparently I just started a full hour early for her. I was even reminded last night that a time change happened. I don't know how I got thrown off that badly. I won't. Rose has like a mysterious personality. She's always killed, but when it comes to a critical point, she leads us in a variety of ways. We're alive now because of Rose. I totally agree. Totally. Oh, what's this? I feel like we're gonna have a battle. I did hear something about a Leviathan. Ooh, fancy cutscene. Oh, it's a ghost ship. Those sails are moving entirely too creepily for my liking. Creaky, creaky. What the heck is that? An egg? I have said this many times in this playthrough already, but I remember next to nothing about this game. I know it was a favorite, but there are so many scenes I didn't even remember were part of it. Holy crap. Was that a strike? It looks like they got bowled over. Oh, by the way, Tundra, how do you like the new overlay? Is it cool? Is it working for you? I finally spent like 6 hours yesterday getting it up and running, and I'm hoping it looks good and, you know, isn't too hard on your eyes. Hoping the text is showing up well when you're typing. I am open to feedback regardless of how much time I spent on it. And I want it to be nice. Looks nice? Like it? Cool. Well, thank you. I'm glad. Is the text a good size for you? Like the font size? The thing I'm most curious about is the text box, because I haven't had one before today. So I want to make sure it's a decent enough size you can read it, and like it's clear and not too tiny. Because I know some people might end up watching this on their phone, and I don't know if it's going to be too small to still be legible. So that's a big concern for me. I can't believe this. What are you doing? Get back to your stations and check on the damages. Captain Puller! Da, 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 da. Congo, Albert. There is a heraldry. It looks like a royal ship of Mil Ciso. What, is this like a phantom ship? I forgot she actually says like from time to time. I feel like this is the perfect accent. Oh boy. Oh boy. Commodore, bad news. It got the engine room. Kayla, let them hurry to fix it. Aye aye, sir. Did you really need orders to start fixing it? We cannot pursue Lanus like this. Sometimes the ocean shows it capriciously, but I have never seen such a thing. Wait for a while, there's nothing we can do now.
The ship is...
Dad, I can't find Shauna anywhere. Eek! Shauna! Shauna! There we go, that's better. How did you end up here? Where am I? Ooh. These monsters are positively ghastly. Wow, those skeletons showed up in a cool way. I had not expected that, to be honest. Well, hello there, JC. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining. How you doing today? Yeek! Shauna! This game is a throwback. It is indeed a throwback. I have been enjoying it greatly. I'm kind of ruining it by giving everyone stupid voices, so hopefully you enjoy that. And I'm doing pretty well, thanks. At least as well as I can get. I just instituted this new overlay. I hope you like it. I hope it's working well for you. Feel free to give feedback if it's frustrating. Why did you come here?
I don't know. When I woke up, I was in here. But those knights protected me. They're gone, though.
At least you're safe and sound. Come on. We're here already. We might as well just, take some tour here. No way.
I want to go, too. I don't know why, but I want to know about this ship. Oh, please.
Glad to hear it. The overlay looks great, and the voices are great, too. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It has been a while. I'd say it's nice to have you again. I'm sorry I haven't been able to stop in on your streams. I get so caught up sometimes in playing Final Fantasy that my awareness of everything else just fades out. I have even left messages from my best friend unread for 6 hours because I just forget that he's there. I forget that he said anything. We'll go with them. Then it won't be a problem. Okay, but if anything happens, we gotta go back. Alright. So let's swap this out. Oh, you never need to apologize. I never expected. Happy I can drop in today. I've been getting back into WoW. Gotcha. I only tried WoW for probably just a couple of hours, to be honest. I tried the free trial at one point, but it felt like it moved slowly. I don't know how else to explain that. But it wasn't a pace that I could really enjoy. It seemed interesting. It made it difficult to get into. Alright. I understand lots of people like it, though. I've tried a bunch of different ones. I don't know if you played ones aside from WoW, but I played one a while back called Ica Online. It was a Korean MMO years back where it was so difficult it would take about a month to level up, and that was playing all day. That's fair. It's very nostalgic for me. I played since launch, took a long break though, so back for the first time in years. Totally understandable. I had honestly taken about a year break from Final Fantasy 14, and then 6 months before that, and then another 6 months off. This is one I've not heard of. I played Guild Wars 2, Champions Online, and a few others. Yeah, Ica was back in probably 2010, 2011, and they touted world versus world combat where you could have up to 200 players of each faction invading each other's worlds at the same time. It was, or was it 1,000? It would be 1,000. Either way, it was pretty insane. For the time, anyway. And I played Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 was fun, but the community was kind of a pain. I was not fond of the people there. Oh yeah, it was really cool because they had... they were all separate instances of the same world, but you had relics that you could store inside of well-guarded bases, basically, that would give world bonuses. And so the war would happen when people from one server wanted those bonuses. They would invade another server, and then they'd have to go make an assault to get those relics, and then bring them back to their own world and place them in a relic there. So there was combat all the way from the teleport in point to the relic, all the way back, and then from your world all the way to the place where you can put it in. It was pretty cool, to be honest. Oh yeah. Very difficult. Very difficult. And they even had, like, the controlling guild of the world, so there was actually an option for, like, ruling guilds. They could do PvP combat to determine who was the lead, and they would get bonuses to their health and damage because they were the leading guild. So there was always, like, an actual reason to do the combat. It was pretty cool. May evil come to the person who attempts to open the treasure chest. Okay, well, I'm not going to open the treasure chest then. At least not until I'm done with everything else. When it came to Guild Wars 2, I was a little off-put. I liked it, but there was a time where I went into a dungeon, and it was just with a group of randoms, but I was in there, and we got talking about how stacking was not necessary. Like, everybody wanted to stack, and I brought up the point that, like, do you think the devs had stacking in mind when they decided to make this boss? If the answer is no, then it's not actually necessary. It's just what we're doing. And because I said that, we got right to the end of the dungeon and they kicked me. They waited until we were already through the dungeon before they did it. And it was very frustrating. I don't like it when people do things like that. Oh yeah. It's not even like I was saying something unusual or being mean about it, just pointing out that there wasn't actually a necessity for doing things that way. And of course, there's no real way to report behavior like that. It's just a matter of when people in the same party decide to be jerks, they can collude, and there's nothing you can do. Actually, speaking of games that you're playing, how did, I think it was Mass Effect go? I think that was the last time I stopped in on you, was when you were playing Mass Effect. Did that end well? Ah, I'm failing so many additions today. I would like to play that at some point too. I do have it on Steam. Ah! Yes, I was playing on Insanity, and I did manage to finish, with just over 200 deaths over all 3 games. It was not my first time through, but one of my favorite games. You should definitely give it a go. I do plan on it, and eventually we'll get there. I got this capture card like 2 months ago now, and I have been enjoying it thoroughly. It's also given me a reason... Dang it, I didn't want to do another battle right now. It's given me a reason to go through all of my old games that I've been wanting to play again, and just haven't had an opportunity to. Even with Majora's Mask, like, I started it 2 or 3 times over the last couple of years and just stopped. But I actually, since I was on stream, was able to go through and finish them. Heck yeah! I was actually inspired to play Legend of Dragoon again because I saw Noob Nat playing Expedition 33, and it had a very similar combat system where there were, like, additions to the attacks you could make, or counterattacks, which I can't do in this game, but things like that made me want to go back and play the original version, And I forgot just how hard it is landing these attacks. This is not easy by any means. No! Don't! It is so hard leveling Shauna. I've said this before in the last couple of streams, but it's pretty pathetic trying to level Shauna. She's so weak and she dies so frequently that she would actually get more experience in the back line than she does in the party because she's dead so often. Old games did not go easy on us. I'm debating picking up Crash Insane Trilogy and trying a speedrun. See, I don't have the Insane Trilogy, which I'm pretty sure is the remake, but I do have the original 3 versions, on the PlayStation. I'm going to be playing those at some point too. Ah! I actually heard that the reason the new ones, like the remakes, are so difficult is because they got rid of Coyote Time. Well, hello, hubby. You're lurking until child will be defeated. Well, thank you very much for lurking anyway, hubby. I appreciate you being here. That's awesome. I'll definitely try to time in for that. I have no way to play the OGs. Yeah, so I didn't pick up the new ones, the remakes, but I've got the originals. And on top of the original Crash Bandicoots, I've also got the original Spyro the Dragons, but I have the remakes for that too, and I'm looking forward to playing both. They did a really good job with the remakes. They're very pretty. As I was saying, though, I heard that the reason the new Crash Bandicoots are more difficult is because they got rid of Coyote Time. Which, if you're unaware, is like in the old Looney Tunes cartoons, where the coyote would chase, like Wile E. Coyote would chase the Roadrunner off a cliff, and he'd have that extra little second of time before he'd fall, where he, had recognition that he wasn't standing on ground anymore. And so they called that Coyote Time when they were referring to it in Crash Bandicoot terms as well. Because apparently there was just a second or so after you went off a ledge where you could still jump. And in the new ones, they don't have that. They removed it in the remakes, and it apparently made the entire game way more difficult. Which I think is pretty cool, to be honest. $162 XP. Not bad, to be honest. Yeah. And then, unfortunately, the remake of Spyro... Locked-in doesn't open, dang it. They got rid of some of the fun glitches that you can do. I don't know if you've seen any Spyro the Dragon speedruns, but there was a lot of, unusually silly things. Captain, please open here. Where are you, Captain? Ghost ship. Am I? I bet that door is locked too. Can I actually get by these without combat is the question. The one on the left is... Oh, nope. I tried. I failed. This was a favorite game for me as a kid, but I remember nothing about it. It's very frustrating. What else are you playing right now, JC? I don't know, is WoW something you're streaming, or are you playing something else on stream? I am curious. Tell me how things are going. I don't have to be the only one talking. I'm really enjoying this new overlay because I can actually see when people type. Not streaming WoW at the moment. I'm working through Red Dead 2. Cool. Now, out of curiosity, because I haven't played the Red Dead Redemption series, but out of curiosity, is it the same character in number 1 and number 2? Because I heard, at least in one of them, he dies at the end, and people are tremendously frustrated by it, because there's no way to avoid that. But it seemed like a really detailed world. It's not. Red Dead 2 is actually a prequel. It takes place in 1899, and Red Dead 1 is 1911. Interesting. That's pretty funny that the sequel is a prequel. Have there been any others that were like that too? I feel like I remember some. I have a vague memory of sequels being prequels, but I can't for the life of me recall which ones. I haven't played the original, but I can attest that the game's world is gorgeous and very alive. You can literally go birding just for fun. That's cool too. Sorry, I have to focus on these additions because I've been failing too many of them. Which one was it? I think it might have been Red Dead 2 that's brought up as an example of how open world games were done very well. And I think, if I recall correctly, the point behind it was that when they designed the world, they designed it so that you're never more than 5 or 10 minutes away from another point of interest. Like an actual point of interest where there's stuff to do. And having it jam-packed like that seems like a really good idea. I think the reason I heard that is from watching the Game Grumps play Breath of the Wild. They brought that up because Breath of the Wild had such an open map that was really big and pretty, but there wasn't always stuff to do within a close range. That's fair. That's fair. Getting distracted by too much stuff to do isn't usually a problem. Ah, I failed. I don't know if you've ever played the Yakuza games, but I feel like you might like them as well, JC. I played the first one, and I'm partway through the second, and I don't know if they're fit to play on stream, to be honest. Because there's a lot of weird side quests that show up, including one where, for some reason, you can just go be a photographer for gravure models. I don't know why, but you can. Like, it's full of weird stuff, and I like it. But, I don't know that it's fit for stream. At least I'd have to go through the games beforehand to see what's available, so I don't accidentally. Not TOS friendly indeed. I mean, it's not even against the TOS for a lot of things. Apparently, you can play games like that as long as you tick that it's for a mature audience. I actually had that happen with a game I was playing a while back called Downwards. And it was like a semi-magical parkour game, which was cool. But as it turns out, somewhere right near the end of the game, there's this harpy, basically, that just straight up has her tits out. Like, full-on nipples. And I did not know that at all. So I was 100% caught off guard. It's the only video on YouTube that has the age warning or age restriction warning on it. Because I didn't know that was there. And I don't know if I even need it, but I put it on just in case. Wait, Dispatch has nudity in it? Oh, jeez. That's actually really good to know because I didn't know that either. That is surprising to me. Dispatch looked fun, but I had no idea about that. There's a guy who flies around naked, like full frontal shot. Wow. That's unfortunate and interesting. You can put on a censorship bar in the options. Okay, so there is like a streamer mode, basically. I have heard of various games that do that. They put in streamer modes where some of the content will be censored or changed. I think they even change some of the music to prevent licensing issues. Actually, I don't know if you've experienced this yet either, but I was playing... What was it? That one where you're a delivery guy in the apocalypse? Dead Stranding. I was playing Dead Stranding. I tried it on stream once. Death Stranding, yes. And, like, literally, the first 10 to 15 minutes had a whole song in it that I couldn't turn off or avoid, and it just muted the entire section on Twitch. And I don't know if I had permission to unmute that, even though I was talking through the whole thing. They're like, no, you don't get to hear this music. And by extension, any of the conversations that I was trying to do. Thankfully, it was like relatively early on in streaming when nobody was coming to hang out, so it's not as though I had to continue the series. But it was still quite an interesting development. Also, I am sorry if I'm distracting you, JC. Sometimes I know people come hang out and they just want to sit and listen or watch, not to interact. And feel free to do that if you need to. I appreciate you chatting with me, but if you have other things to do while you're listening, totally cool. I understand. I do the same thing a lot. Not at all. I will lurk if I got it. Okay, cool. Good. I just didn't want you to feel like you were being forced to interact while you had other plans. I always appreciate the conversation, but it's like, never know when people are needing to do other things. Help me, the bastard! The bastard is... I don't want to die! Help! What? We cannot make it. We'll be killed by him. I don't want to die. Help! What are they talking about? Good question, Dart. Oh. The ghost just spawns out of the stairs. That's nice. Okay. I have got to find an armor shop that will let me get something new for her. She is so weak. Like, the thing is, with Shauna, I have the equipment that regenerates MP every time she gets hit physically, which is great because she's the healer. However, she kind of needs something to boost her defense too, because she is incredibly pathetically weak and dies to a breeze blowing by. It's a good thing she's not in Dragoon form all the time, or she'd probably keel over just from trying to be in the sky. She, like, gently floats from one point to another, sets her foot down on the ground, and dies from fall damage. I can somehow totally see that being a thing for her. Poor Shauna. She does, but at least she won't have to try her best for too much longer. There are certain beats of this game that I do remember. Oh, wow, I'm bad at this today. Oh, I was gonna say something just now and I've completely forgotten. Yeah, it has totally slipped my mind. Whatever I was gonna say, it's gone. I do wish, and I know that there's kind of a limitation to these old games, but I do wish that there were faster load times for the transition scenes, because I'm using the PlayStation 2. It just feels like they should have been able to load this in faster, and I don't... That's not true. I was gonna say I don't understand why they weren't able to put that in, but I actually remember hearing about an interesting feature of computers from like the early 2000s, which I didn't know at all. Holy crap, did he just kill her instantly? Ugh. But originally, there were a lot of games that had their ability to play tied directly to the processing speed. So the frame rate would determine how fast they could go, even on PC games. And the developers were like, well, technology's not going to advance beyond this, we'll just let it ride. So you couldn't actually play them on newer computers because they would move so quickly that it was impossible to play. Yeah. So, I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, but there was actually on a bunch of computers around that time a turbo button that you could push. And it said turbo on the case, and you could push it, but when you did... God damn it, she's dead again. It would actually slow the computer down. And people were wondering, like, what the heck is going on with this? Why do you have a turbo button that makes things move slow? Turns out, that was intentional. It was meant so that you could play older games because it would intentionally slow the computer down. But they didn't want to mark it as a slow button. So they called it turbo instead. And that just makes me giggle. Seen some really hilarious content around the speedrunning? Yeah. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Holy crap, that was painful. No! I am getting super annoyed with these guys. They are way too strong. Gotta go turbo walks. Yes. That is absolutely the way it is. Must go with haste. It's literally it's literally the ugly Sonic button of game design, of computer design. I haven't actually seen the movie, but they did the remake of, like, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, the live-action CG hybrid, and I found it hilarious that they decided to add in Ugly Sonic as his own individual character. God damn it! I hate this thing! He hits so hard. I just brought her back to life. Okay, we're gonna have to prioritize this guy every time. You'd think I would make a point of that, considering he's literally named Death. I don't know why I haven't been. There we go. Oh, so, I don't know if you've been reading too many books lately, JC, but one that I keep getting recommended is Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think that's what it's called, Dungeon Crawler Carl. Might be Dungeon Diver Carl, but I think it was Crawler. And I recommended that to someone while I was playing Final Fantasy the other night. They were just asking for random book recommendations. Apparently, when they looked it up, Seth MacFarlane is doing an adaptation of it, which was really interesting to me. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna use an item to heal right now. Healing Breeze. There we go. Thankfully, I have like a whole bunch of those because I prepped for them. Ugh. I feel like such a scrub. I mean, this is a good place to grind. There's no healing spots, unfortunately, but there's enemies everywhere. But I feel like a scrub because I should be able to dodge these very obvious movement patterns. I just can't. The controls are not as smooth as I would like them to be. The original D-sticks are a little, weird. No! Okay, Shauna, you're going to heal yourself. That's a good idea. Freedom! Hooray! Welcome back, Nat. Thank you for joining. Speaking of, I remember what I was going to say now, JC. Were you thrown off by the time change today as well? Because I apparently threw Nat for a complete loop. Because time change happened where I am, but it won't happen for her for almost a month yet. So, she thought I got on early. Yeah. I was reminded of it like last night or the night before and just completely forgot it happened. So I'm getting on at my usual time this morning, and Nat's like, you started an hour early. Yeah. I completely did not remember, like, at all. So, just so everyone is aware, to accommodate Nat's schedule, because she's here all the time, I will be, hold on, starting an hour later until her time change happens on the 29th. Because screw time changes, I don't think we need them anymore either. From what I remember, initially it was designed to help save on candles, which is also when candles were, like, expensive. Now they're not anymore, right? Oh yeah, how long is it until you travel to Brazil, Nat? Is it about a month away? You get back only mid-April, mid to end April. You go on the 30th of June. 30th of March. Whoa, so time change happens on the 29th. You leave on the 30th, and then you get back midway through. Damn! Yeah, that's gonna suck for you. I genuinely hope you don't miss your flight. Because that hour time change is going to suck. Should be fine, hopefully. Actually, how are things? How are things going with the kiddo's passport and stuff? Has everything been working smoothly? I know you said you sent off all the paperwork. Hopefully they got it all and everything's okay. Hopefully. Consulate emailed me back and said it's being processed and they should be sending it this coming week. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. God damn it, Shauna, why are you dead again? She is so squishy. It's hilariously pathetic that she literally would get more experience not being in the party because she wouldn't be dead so often. Who designs a character to be this pathetic? And the healer at that. Like there's no tank archetype, so I can't have anyone cover her. I can't make her more sturdy because we haven't run across female armor yet. The only thing I could give her is a Night Bangle, which makes her less good as a healer. Because then she runs out of MP. It's a design decision I don't much care for, to be honest. Okay, before I do anything else, let's give her some healing so that hopefully she survives a little bit longer. She's missed out on 2 or 3 different bosses worth of XP as a result of this. Like, I get it, it makes a little bit of sense that the female characters have less health, but you'd think they would give them more armor in exchange for that. I don't know why they won't. It's very frustrating. Uh-oh. I mean, I could see it if it was like a more modern RPG where they gave the female characters skimpy armor, and that was the cost, is they actually had less armor rating. But to just naturally give it to them is kind of frustrating. It's very difficult to deal with. I'm not saying I'm against that, by the way. I like putting my female RPG characters in some skimpy armor. I'm a healthy guy. I like eye candy, okay? I'm just saying, it would make more sense that way. Like, give us the option for either. Where the skimpy armor for men, though? There are a surprising amount that have that, Nat. There are a surprising amount. Conan the Barbarian. You should see some of the absurd things that Final Fantasy XIV lets you wear as a guy in armor. It is plenty absurd, let me assure you. Not the least of which, by the way, one of the weirder things that I've seen is definitely the bear-style Rogadins, who are like these big, like 9-foot tall beefcakes. And yeah, I've seen people run around in banana hammocks dyed in shiny gold. And nothing else. And that's what they use as armor. It is 100% equal treatment for Final Fantasy XIV. Like, don't think it doesn't happen. It 100% does. Actually, what time is it? Oops. 12:49. Okay. That was close. Actually, it was less close than literally every other battle we've done, Dart. Same in BG3, which is Baldur's Gate 3, right? There's basically leather bondage where you can put on anyone. Yeah. See, Final Fantasy did something funny in that they give gender-specific outfits, like maid outfits and things, to female characters, but there's also an NPC that can give you the male version, so you can just have dudes running around in skimpy maid outfits too, which is hilarious. Every once in a while you run across that and it's like, oh, hadn't expected to see this in the dungeon today. What, here we are? Actually, just because we're on the subject, that's usually a different kind of dungeon. It is indeed. While we're on the subject, though, I think you guys would appreciate some of the joke characters I've made, because I give them fun names. For example, there's a Lalafell, which is like a potato. They're probably 2 or 3 feet tall at the most. And I named one Ima Mini-Boss. And I make her a tank, so she's supposed to be the leader of the party, running around, taking all the damage. They're very cute, and it's hilarious, but I cannot take them seriously in any cutscene. They are only joke characters as far as I'm concerned. Or I have another one that's a Viera, which is basically a human, but with a bunny nose and tall rabbit ears. So I named her All Ears. But I spelt it funny, it's like AAHLIIRS. And I thought it was hilarious. I liked giving funny names like that. It's actually surprising though. I'm saying actually a lot this stream. My goodness. But I do have something of body dysmorphia when it comes to Final Fantasy. Because my main character, I spent somewhere around like 5,000 hours with her, like 4,500 or something, before I made a different one. And so that's just who I associate with the gameplay. And to not have her as the character in any of the cutscenes throws me for such an absurd loop. It feels awkward looking at any other character in that position now. I've had to just change most of them to be that same character, the same character look. And I've never experienced that before, but I kind of get it now. Did my Dragoon level just go up? I think it might have. Hold on, I gotta check that. Dragoon level 4. Sweet. Okay. That's cool. That's going to be very helpful. What's this? 50 gold. Yay. Sorry, I know I went on a tangent. Doug would get mad at me for talking about Final Fantasy again, and that's fair. What's this shiny thing? More ghosts. 4, 6, 5, 7. 4, 6, 5, 7. Okay, let's hope I remember that. I don't know what I'll need it for, but something. It's a mimic! Is it trying to say something? I don't know, is it? Oh, that's less than good. These are weird looking ghosts too. Actually, Doug dropped in a little earlier, Nat. Which was nice. Hadn't talked to Doug in a while. I like when friends swing by. It is nice having them. Especially old friends. Yeah! It was very nice indeed. How are you, hold on, did that skip? No, it's fine, good. How are you liking the new overlay, by the way, Nat? Now that you've been here for a little while. Is it still tolerable? Not too distracting? So far, nobody seemed to have complaints about it, which is nice. Awesome. Good, good. Ow. Let's see if we have our level 4 ability here. And if I have enough MP for the level 4 ability. I would like to. Magic. Oh, I don't have it. Oh well, that's fine. I think I was talking about it earlier, but it's throwing me off a little bit that the logo that I put right at the top of the banner is inverse colors from usual. I did it just because that's how the layering seemed to work out, and it seemed pretty cool. But it's throwing me off a little bit that it's gold and blue instead of blue and gold. It looks cool, it's surprising. I am desperately trying to make sure that I fry all these guys. If it works, it works. Yeah. And I mean, I could change that. Like, it wouldn't be a problem to inverse the colors. It's just kind of cool that it still works when it's inversed. I hadn't even meant to have it inversed like that, but it did work out exactly that way. Wow, they took like no damage from that. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's do... I'm gonna recover her first. That'll be important. Oh, so I got... You know, I've been enjoying my air fryer recently. And I went out to the grocery store yesterday and got pierogies. I see a lot of pierogies in my future. Like a lot of pierogies. That thing works so nicely. Frozen pierogies are great. That's all I can say. Oh yeah. I've actually had a fun amount of issues with trying to cook pierogies. There was a time, not even that long ago, probably a couple of years. It might have been a lot longer ago than I care to admit. I don't remember exactly. But there was a time when my friend Ice Cat Brad was spending the night with me. And it just worked out that some point in the middle of the night we decided to... Oh, that's what it was. Let me give a little different context then. So, my friend, he had cancer at one point, colon cancer. And so he was spending the night before he had to go into surgery and stuff. And he was going to be hospitalized for a while to deal with it. So he came and we were spending time together. And we were up all night playing games and stuff. And as it turns out, the upstairs neighbors had company at the same time. This person who was there apparently was staying with them because her house had burned down or caught fire or something. And so anyway, that's important because as my friend and I are up late playing games, she's dead again? Why do they pick on her so much? I just had her at full health. It's important to the story because as my friend and I were spending the night together, we got the munchies at like 2 in the morning. And so I was like, hey, I'll put some pierogies on. I've got a pan and I'll put some oil in the pan and we'll cook some pierogies. But while I'm letting the oil heat up, I decide to loan him a Game Boy and a 3DS and some games for while he's in the hospital, because that'll take a while to get out, right? I mean, it's a pretty major surgery. And so I'm in here and we're going over some of the games. I'm like, hey, I recommend this one, I recommend this one, it's really fun, I like this one, do you want to try this one? And just, you know, a little bit of quick chatter. Turns out I'd left the stove on a little too hot, so the oil in the pan just completely ignited. I hadn't put anything in there yet, I was literally just waiting for the pan to heat up. And, like, there was no problem. As soon as it ignited, I knew how to put it out and how to deal with it. We didn't set fire to anything except the oil in the pan. But it did freak out the upstairs neighbors like you wouldn't believe. Because, unfortunately, the person that was staying with them had a bit of a panic attack when she smelled smoke. So... I had people come down, like, banging on the door, seeing if it was okay, because she was just outright freaking out. Yeah. I felt bad. I did. But there was nothing I could do about it. Stop picking on Shauna. What the hell? Holy crap, these guys have been such jerks. Thankfully, like I said, it wasn't the first time I'd failed at cooking, so it was easy to fix. It was wintertime, which wasn't nice. Why do you pick on her so much? What the hell? I just want her alive to get some XP. Leave her alone. I'm out of resurrection items. I don't know what to do about this. I'm just gonna guard. She is so squishy. And he's still picking on her, and I don't know why. Anyway, as I was saying, it was fine overall. It wasn't the first time I failed in cooking, so, like, the oil was ignited, But I just very calmly grabbed a lid, covered it to extinguish the flames so it had no oxygen, and then I took the pan outside so that when I lifted the top off, the smoke wouldn't be trapped inside the house. So everything was okay. The worst part was that the ignited oil had left some smoke in the house, and it's the middle of winter. So to let the smoke out, I had to open windows, and it was really cold for a good, like, 20 minutes as a result. But, I mean, nothing bad happened. Aside from the mild panic attack. I accidentally had my barbecue go up in way more smoke than it should have. Charred some of the bricks on the house. Oh, wow. So I feel that. I had the lid closed and there was a fatty steak that made the fire catch. Yeah. Totally understandable. I'm at the very least glad that it was near the bricks on your house and not near something more flammable. Because that would have been bad. Does anybody remember what the code was that they told me? Because I don't. I'm actually going to take advantage of the fact that I can type this into chat and not forget it. So I think it was 4672 or something. Hold on. So 4 6 5 7 4 6 5 7. Okay, there we go. Hooray for technology and streaming. Now, to very carefully try not to get into combat again. And I failed. It's okay. It's okay. Not too much of a scrub, just a little bit of a scrub. At least I only gotten one down the hallway. Stop picking on Shauna. Okay, let's get rid of this guy first. Because the will-o-wisps don't tend to do too much damage, at least not as much as the middle enemy. And we're going to use you to heal right away. Who thought it was a good idea to make her this squishy? That's my major question. You made a healer this squishy. Put her in a tank. I don't care. Give her armor. I don't need to see her anymore. Put her in a reinforced vat of healing liquid for all I care. Give her a back to tank. I mean, it's mean, but it's true. I would like that. I would like her to be less squishy. Right now, I feel like she's made out of jello. Or pudding. Or I don't know. If Harley Quinn was in the party, she'd be calling Shauna Puddin' instead of Joker. That was a stupid reference, but I enjoyed making it. There we go. Bruh, what? It was funny. I liked it. You can't stop me from being amused by it. I want to check on the the stats of my additions, because it's been a while since I've checked. Let's hope I don't get instantly hit with another enemy. Good. Let's see here. I can't stop you, but I can question things. That's true. That is true. And you are right to do so. I'm not questioning that. Oh man, I'm having a hard time landing these. Alright, I'm gonna head across the bridge real quick. I'm gonna go back onto the other ship and see if maybe I can heal. And hopefully pick up some items. Oh, please don't crash. I was thinking I was going to do those things. Right now, I need to go mess with the system and hope I can get it to load. 1 second, please. It's okay, it's old technology. I can make it work. The game disc just randomly stopped spinning, but it's okay. I can make it work. I'm just gonna do the old trick of blowing on the disc. Then I'm gonna set it back in. I know it can load this spot. And then I'm gonna set something heavy on top. I can hear it trying to spin up. It's not the first time it's done this. Come on, load. Come on, do the thing. Like, the music's still playing. It's still trying to do the thing. I can feel it trying to spin. I know it'll work. Come on, don't do this to me. Don't make me go dig out the original PlayStation. Stop it. Come on. I can literally feel it spinning and trying to run. Come on, do the thing. It is bullying me. It's old technology. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna pull you out. We're gonna rub the disc on something. This'll do. Hopefully anything that was being a pain will now get cleaned off. Hopefully, that should move below the system too. Hopefully anything that was on the laser is now off. Close lid. Load. You're just overheating maybe? Come on. Gonna be super annoyed if I have to redo all this off stream. Come on. I see you spinning. Spin. Read. I don't remember when last I saved either. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to call it on stream for today. And I will try and redo all of this off stream when it's deciding to load again. I am sorry that it ended like this. This super sucks, but it's old technology now. Unfortunately, this is literally 30-year-old technology, basically. So it's not unusual for it to have problems at this point. But it is kind of annoying. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. It looks like I can stop just short of the ads anyway. They're going to start in about a minute. So, I will spare you having to watch that. Yeah, that's very true, JC. Anyway, thank you again for joining. I appreciate everyone for being here. Hopefully next time we're past this part and it will load again for me. Anyway, have a good day, everyone. I will be starting an hour later, as I said, tomorrow. I'll start an hour later. That way it's the same time for Nat as usual. And, yeah. Oh, by the way, if Hubby is still here, because he was hanging out earlier, just lurking, I hope he has a very safe trip tomorrow to the UK and has a good time there as well. And, yeah, talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.